Let's get some more coffee real quick. All right. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I had to shave my, trim my beard a little bit. It was getting too much. How you guys doing this morning? Who's up? Facebook. Just having my coffee, enjoying my luxury apartment. I love this lifestyle here at Shoreline Gateway. If you guys ever wanted to rent an apartment here, it's amazing amenities. Like I'm at the ground floor right now in the lobby, where you got the conference rooms, the business meeting areas, where you could chill, have some coffee, tea, cold brew, hot, whatever, latte, print your business stuff, and then check your mail. All that good stuff is right here. And then you just get your day started. Unfortunately, the jellyfish right now is sleeping. So here's the mailroom. I think I've already given you guys a tour. But I hope all is well with every single one of you guys. I hope you are very grateful that you woke up this morning. I hope you are grateful that you're alive and well. Because a lot of people don't wake up, They go to sleep and they don't wake up, they're dead. So we have to be happy that we are alive and doing well, So let's get this day started. I'm gonna go to the event-type pool area right now, and then maybe jump in the pool, do some laps, or maybe even get in the hot tub. You never know. But you got to be grateful for every little thing in life, every little thing. That way, you can live the best life ever. You got to live the best life ever. You guys got to see my apartment. I changed it up a little bit. I ordered all the furniture. It's gonna arrive somewhere between the next few weeks. I got the coolest stuff, guys. I'm more excited about the statues more than anything. You're gonna scan this.
The floor selected is a restricted floor.
Okay. Let me show you guys real quick. Real quick. Grab the top. Grab my floor. Let me show you guys my dirty apartment real quick. My apartment is, I'm still trying to get organized. Because even though I moved in here, as you guys know, I was at the hospital for like 18 days right after I moved in. And I was at the hospital for like 15 days prior to moving in here. So it's crazy. I've been in the hospital for like a month paying rent here. I gotta still clean up. I'm not done yet. It was much worse. Trust me, it was much worse. But I'm just setting everything up now. I got my Shark air purifier. I got all the cool books. I can't wait to watch these videos. So I got that. I gotta clean all that up. I still don't have a bed yet. This is a one-of-a-kind stuff right here. Got the family. We got more statues coming. So, got the Hanuman G, the Christ. We got everybody. Got the good view. Got to be grateful for every little thing. Every little thing. Gotta live the best life ever, guys. Right? If you're living life in the mediocrity. You got to step out of that mediocrity and live the best life you could ever live. And enjoy your coffee or tea. I'm so grateful for this cold brew. I love cold brew. I don't really like hot stuff. You guys know I got into an accident yesterday over there. My son and my wife was on our way to our Torrance condo, and this Uber driver just like come from all the way from the right lane and come hit me on the right side of my car. But thank God I got $1 million insurance policy with Tesla. So hopefully that covers a lot of the damages. But I got some carpet. I got this. Then I got some. Got to get everything cleaned up. I'm still sleeping in the ground. I'm sleeping in the ground. I don't have a bed yet. I got my buddy right there, still waking up. I got my vision board. That's the most important thing here. The vision board. Got my closet right there, the vision board. You know, as you guys know, I'm all into visioning life. What time is it? It opens at 8. Let's see. Oh, that didn't sound good. That did not sound good. Oh, this one. Sunday morning rain is falling. Steal some covers, share some skin. Hey, buddy, it's time to wake up, buddy. It's time to wake up. What are you doing? You gotta wake up, man. Oh my God. You're just gonna chill? Yeah, what? What do you say? What? I've been dying to see you too. But you gotta wake up, man. It's time for us to go to the pool. I love you, man. I love you. Wrong one. Wake up, everybody everywhere. Wake up, everybody do your share. Wake up, everybody everywhere. Wake up, everybody do your share. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be happy with what you have in life, no matter what it is. Even if you don't have a bed, even if your closet is all messy and not organized, even if you're overweight and fat, you're still alive, man. You're still alive. Long as you have a pot to piss in and a roof over your head and some food in the fridge, which I probably don't. You know, that's all that matters. Wow, I love this altar. I can't wait to start meditating here. Got my family right here. My familia. Got Muruga, Kaliamma, Durga Devi, Vishnu, Saraswati, Hanuman, my brother Christ. I got the whole crew. Can't wait for my 98-inch TV to arrive. I ordered a 98-inch TV. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait for the Cybertruck. Even though my dad canceled the Cybertruck order, I had the best deal too. I had like 0.09% APR, and for 6 years, and then only 13 grand down. But now I reapplied. They want 44 grand down for the Cyber Beast with supercharging for life, free supercharging for life. 44 grand down, and they're gonna charge me 6.9. So what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Gotta organize all this. Sunday morning rain is falling. Steal some covers, share some skin. Let's see. There. Me jeevanaye mulu samsare me jeevanaye mulu samsare udarai. I gotta repair that fingers. It broke during the shipping. Udarai yaadare mahad dilenne pemsililare pe venasindu akkim nivandutu himi ruwan piliru pamani matta Seshavuye Himide subana Asati mutu Asue Himige Handinove. This is my favorite brother in the world. Right here, my little brother. My favorite sister. My mom, my dad. Pututane ane himiyani mata dadan desavat hal menavi budu bana maha karunaven Mahakarunaven Mahakarunaven Mahakarunaven. Well, I gotta wait till like another 15 minutes in order for me to go to the pool because my key card is working after like 8 o'clock. But I could have asked my butler, not the butler. It is called it's another word for it. But well, it's kind of like a butler. When you ask them or security or whatnot to take you up, they'll ring you up there. What's a good song to sing? What's a good song to sing? Mahakaruna. I need my tripod. You know what, guys? That's what I need. That's what I need. My mom this morning is like, why do you have a bag in top of the cook? Because I don't cook. I don't cook, lady. It's all my jewelry stuff. Jewelry. Custom jewelry, guys. That's what we do. Oh, what's this? What's this? Numbe sinamuwe madelete manghariasai balayating poda sandepayanaganai. Numbe sinamuwe madelete manghariasai balayating poda sandepayanaganai. Patavate sudumuramal pipunat suwading ekama malate babarun lengatu mitaram. Patavate sudumuramal. Let's sing an English song so everybody can understand it, right? What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning. No kidding, but I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy. Don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. Oh, nice. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfection. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose and winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. Let me close the door before I wake up my neighbors. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you cry, you're beautiful too. The world is spinning you down, I'm around through every move. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction. Ayo, Raul kapala dengan tempo dia gitu. Can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose and winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. Okay. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about something important. And I always like to talk about the Four Noble Truths and the dependent origination. Last time when I went live, I was live for like 2.5 hours or something. And my uncle Nihal told me that towards the end, the last hour of that live that he watched, and I went deep into the Dhamma. And he said he appreciated that more compared to me just singing and stuff, right? Gotta show you guys something since we're talking about the Dhamma. Oh shit. Who's gonna come to my party? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? I don't really drink, but when I do drink, when I do take a shot, I take a shot of this one right here. I take a shot of this one. Got 3 of them, 3 ready to go. Haven't even opened it. I don't drink by myself, guys, but I have it just in case somebody comes and then they want to drink. I have it ready. You know, I don't, even though we're not supposed to drink according to the 5th precept, you know, it said don't drink. Why is that? Why do we not supposed to drink? Because when you intoxicate yourself, it's not just drinking. When you intoxicate yourself, you could kill somebody. You could lie. You could steal, and you wouldn't feel it. You would feel like, oh, I'm drunk. I was drunk. You have an excuse now to go kill. You have an excuse now to go lie. You have an excuse now to curse and, you know, steal from people and gossip because you're drunk. So you're not supposed to drink. But if you're drinking, you gotta drink responsibly, you know? Not just get drunk and shit. But I'm so happy to be alive and well this morning. I'm so happy that I'm here at this luxury apartment living my best life ever. I got so much stuff done, even though I got into an accident yesterday. My Tesla Model S is kind of done. It's already at its end time, but I'm going to get it repaired so I could keep it because I got full lifetime charging on that Model S. And I just put an order in again for the 2nd time for my Cyber Beast. And I have to put 44 grand down and then 6.99% interest because this is the 2nd time I'm applying, or 3rd time, whatever. And my dad canceled the first order while I was in the hospital, so I missed out on all the good rates and deals, you know. But anyways, guys, dependent origination. That's the most important topic that you need to learn when it comes to Buddhism. What is dependent origination? What is the Four Noble Truths? So if you're new to Buddhism, you should start with Four Noble Truths before you start analyzing and doing deep thinking about the dependent origination. So if you go into figuring it out, what's the Four Noble Truths? So, you know, because we have our own truth. Like, you know, you have your own truth. But when it comes to life and analyzing, Buddha calls it the noble truth. Why is it a noble truth? Because it's not just correct for you. It's not just correct for you. It's correct for everyone. So the truth, sometimes there are certain truths in life where the truth is only for you, right? Truth is only, like, my name is Nisala, but your name is not Nisala. So that truth is just for me. And it's a very temporary truth. But when it comes to Four Noble Truths, you could apply it to the animals, the divine beings, the spiritual beings, the hell beings, the ghosts, the demons. It's true for everyone. Four Noble Truths, it's true for everyone. So the first noble truth, Pratama Arya Satya, or the first noble truth, is that suffering exists. Suffering, there's dukkha. Dukkha, you could translate it to as suffering or discontentness, dissatisfaction, stress, pain, all of that included in suffering. So what is Katamancha Bhikkave Sammaditthi? So when you step into the right view, you got to start with understanding the suffering, understanding what is this suffering that Buddha talks about. It's the noble truth number one, that suffering exists, dissatisfaction exists in life. What is that? Jatipi dukkha, jarapi dukkha, Vyadhupi dukkha, Maranampi dukkha, Soka, Parideva, dukkha, Domana, Soparasa, dukkha. Priya Vipayoga dukkha, Apriya Sampayoga dukkha. Yang ichan nalabati tampi dukkha and sankitena panchapadanaskanda dukkha. That's in Pali. I just recited some Japanese for you. Like that's in Pali. But the reality is, there's so many dukkha. Dukkha is like there's no way you could analyze suffering and you will not be done with it. There's so much suffering, so much discontentness, dissatisfaction exists in life. If you think about this, guys. Just hear me out for a second, right? If you literally calculate with a stopper, amount of time that you're happy in life, and amount of time that you were unhappy or dissatisfied in life, or stressed out, or pain, or in suffering, guess which one is greater? It's going to be the suffering. If you look at amount of time you're happy, maybe you love eating food. But when the food doesn't taste the way you want it to taste, you're not going to like it. But from here to here, you're going to feel some kind of pleasure, some kind of, some kind of feel good kind of feeling. Like, oh, I feel good eating this burger. I feel good drinking this coffee. But that happiness, that so-called happiness that you guys talk about, it's only temporary. It's so temporary. It goes for a few seconds. And then that's why you keep eating again and again, to feel that satisfaction, so-called satisfaction. But you're never satisfied, because if you were satisfied, you wouldn't have to eat it for the second time, right? So if you look at it, this life is filled with so much stress. I'm not trying to be negative, by the way. I'm just being real. You have to look at the reality of life. You have to be positive and have positive affirmations, but you have to look at reality too. You can't ignore the reality. And the reality is that there's stress, there's pain, there's suffering, there's discontentness, there is dissatisfaction that exists within this creation or within this life, however you want to put it. And within that noble truth, if you could accept that noble truth, that there's suffering and dissatisfaction that exists in life, then if you are a wise person, you're gonna try to figure out how did suffering arise? And that brings us to the second noble truth. Suffering or pain or dissatisfaction arise because there's craving. That's what the Supreme Buddha says. Supreme Buddha tells us that there's craving that exists in life. What do we crave? We crave for feelings, guys. In the end of the day, all you craving is that good feeling. You were addicted just like that meth addict. Meth addict is addicted to meth, marijuana, fentanyl, whatever the people are addicted to. They're addicted to that good feeling that they get from it, right? But you're just addicted to something different. You're just addicted to your son, your daughter, your husband, the good food, the pizza, the burger. I'm not saying doing drugs and fentanyl and meth and all this other crazy stuff is better than being addicted to a burger. But it's obviously worse. But I'm trying to prove a point where we're all addicted to this good feeling. We're craving it. We crave it so much we're willing to die and come back for it. Nandi raga sahagata. Nandi. You're willing to die and come back to feel these good feelings. That's the truth. You are willing to die and come back. You don't want God. You don't want the universe. You don't. Deep inside, you don't want the universe. You don't want to be one with God. Well, you might want to go to heaven or the spiritual realm, but you want to go there with everything that you like and that makes you feel good. If you're going there, but once you go there, you don't exist, you're probably not going to want to go, right? Complete destruction of ego. That's edging God out. Ego, E-G-O, edging God out. So every single day, every single moment, when we desire these things in life, when we desire luxury lifestyles, when we desire beautiful women, beautiful men, beautiful babies, beautiful whatever, that you desire, whatever you are attracted to, whatever the feelings, whatever gets your feelings going, those are the things that you are willing to die and come back for. If you had kids, if you love your mom and dad, are you willing to die and come back for them? You are so attached. You are so in your feelings with these worldly things. You're living in the devil's belly, guys. You're so attached to these worldly things. You're willing to die and come back for it. You don't want to be one with God. That's not what you truly want. When God looked into your heart, guess what it says? It's everywhere. He looked into your intention. Only God could judge you, right? So if somebody's judging you, it's God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You look at your heart, the karma, let's say it's karma now, right? Karma is looking at you. You only want what you want. That makes you feel good. And you're willing to come back for it. And because of that craving, the suffering exists in your life. You are so craving the coffee. You're so crave your kid. You crave to see your kids. You like the good feeling. You're attached to it. And when you don't get that good feeling, when they don't act the way you want them to act, guess what? You got suffering. So, before we dive deep into this, let's go up, talk about, actually, let me finish this and then let's go upstairs to the 35th floor and talk about it. Yeah, that's better. So, what do I need? So there's craving, right? So we talked about craving. We got craving, and then we have to look at if we get rid of craving. So the first noble truth is there's suffering, there's stress, there's pain, there's discontentness, dissatisfaction that exists in life. But the second noble truth is the reason for the suffering, reason for the craving is because reason for the suffering is craving. It's tanha. Because of the craving, because of all the attachment to these craving that you have, you are willing to die and come back to experience it all again. It's just crazy. You're so attached to yourself. Because of the attachment to yourself, you're willing to come back for it. That's ridiculous. So if you get rid of this craving, right? If you get rid of this craving, you get rid of suffering. So attachment is at the root of all suffering. Attachment. Let me go upstairs real quick. Let's see. Let's wait for it. Go. So we gotta go here. Let's go real quick. Uh-oh. Oh. Here. There. Once we go up, we'll talk more. Okay. Wow. Guys, look. Check it out. What a beautiful day. Nice, right? I love this place. Looks like it's not locked in. So, craving, right? I gotta find a good spot for us to kick it at. Hi. So since nobody's around, I could probably just chill right here. Let's see. So, it's a better view. All right. So, so we talked about the suffering, why suffering exists, and then the cause of suffering or discontentness is craving. And so the third noble truth, when you get rid of craving, you get rid of all the suffering. You get rid of all the dissatisfaction, the stress, pain. But it's not as easy as it sounds. I could easily tell you guys, oh, get rid of craving, but it's not like that. It's not. You have to really, there's a way to get rid of craving. Like, you've been craving all these things that makes you feel good, not just this life, for eons. And now for you to come in and just get rid of craving just like that, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be the hardest thing you ever do in your life. So how do you get rid of craving? And that brings us to the fourth noble truth. Fourth noble truth says you get rid of craving by practicing a path, the middle path, a path called the Four Noble Truths. The path called the Noble Eightfold Path. Oh, look at that. So let's put my stuff right here. So what's that? What is it called? The Noble Eightfold Path. What do you know? Arashtangika Marga. Yogala mokada danne. Arashtangika Marga yana monada danne. Right? How does the Arashtangika Marga works? Right? How does the Arashtangika Marga? Arashtangika Marga කියන්නේ තථාගතයන් වහන්සේ අපිට කියලා දුන්න ආර්ය පතය. ආර්ය පතය කියලා කියන්නේ ආරෂ්ඨාංගික මාර්ගයටම. ආර්ය පතය. පතයක් කියලා කියන්නේ මාර්ගය. පතය මාර්ගය. එතකොට මේ අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න හදන්නේ මේ ආර්ය පතය ගැන, ආරෂ්ඨාංගික මාර්ගය. තව පත ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මනුෂ්‍ය පතය, දිව්‍ය පතය, බ්‍රහ්ම පතය. ඔහොමම කියලා පත තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මාර්ග. ඊට පස්සේ ඉතින් පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්නකො කොහමද එතන ගහන්න මේ එකට මේකේ බැටරි වහින හින්දා මම බැලුවේ මෙතන ප්ලග් පොයින්ට් එකක් තියනවද කියලා. ප්ලග් පොයින්ට් මේ තියෙන මෙතන ප්ලග් පොයින්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා. එල අපි දැන් ආර්ය අෂ්ටාංගික මාර්ගය ගැන කතා කරන්න කලින් මම මේක හරියට සෙටප් කරලා ඉන්නවා. බලන්න. ආර්ය අෂ්ටාංගික මාර්ගය. So that's the Noble Eightfold Path. What do you know about the Noble Eightfold Path, you know? Okay. See if this works. Oh, I was at 30%. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's kind of cool. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay, right? දෙපාන්දර පොඩ්ඩක් උණු වතුරට බහැලා ඉන්නකොට නියමයි. මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මාව ඇහෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. මේ මට මේක තව ළඟට ගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳයි. ඒ බැටරි බෑලා 130යි තියෙන්නේ. පරා වියරා charge කරේ නැහැ. It's okay. නැතු ඇති හරියටනේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මාව ඇහෙනවද හොඳට? අපි ආර්ය අෂ්ටාංගික මාර්ගය. So before we talk about the Noble Eightfold Path, I think I just need to chill in here for a little bit. So in order to understand the Noble Eightfold Path, you kind of have to understand the dependent origination too. Paticca Samuppada, right? You know what? I'll talk to you guys about that after I finish chilling in the hot tub, because like I feel like you guys can't hear me that well from all the way over there, so I think it's better to just talk about that kind of important stuff later, right? And then I have to talk about the Arya Patya, Brahma Patya, Deva Patya, you know, like all those Patya. That's the path. This is nice. I'm living the best life ever right now. I love this luxury apartment. It's so worth it. You guys got to see the gym. You guys haven't even seen the gym yet. The gym is beautiful. The people, everybody, the whole vibe is like such a positive vibe here. I love it. It's amazing. Everybody's so nice. I have a storage unit. I have my parking spot. I'm trying to get a different parking spot with a cool number, like an angel number. But I think I'm gonna swim a little bit today. I need to start losing this weight, man. I'm 345 pounds. That's crazy, right? 345 pounds. Thank God I was 338 this morning, but like 2 days ago I was 345 pounds. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Literally, guys. That is crazy. 345 pounds? I don't even know anybody that's that big, but me. Okay. Let me see if I could give you guys a better view. I'm not gonna go offline. I'm just gonna stay online. But maybe after I'm done swim and everything, we could talk about the dependent origination and the Four Noble Truths, and especially the Noble Eightfold Path and how to practice it, how to become sotapanna. Sotapanna කියන එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැනගන්න ඕනේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ එතනට ඇවිල්ලා නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඒක කවුරුත් මේ නිකන් magic නෙමෙයි. So I'll go over all that. But let me just jump in the pool for a little bit. It's a heated pool. That's why he loves the heated pool. Okay. Oh, that was good. I know it's not enough, but it's pretty good. Oh, it's not charging. What the hell? Thought it was charging. Come on, guys. Why is it not charging? It's supposed to charge. Oh, this outlet's not working. Okay. I come here all the time at night. There's 350 units in this building, but hardly anybody's here because everybody have to work. Nobody have really figured out how to get the freedom of time, you know? That's the best thing. That's the most valuable asset in your life, your time. If you're trading your time for money, you're losing a lot in life. You don't want to work one third of your life, and then 1/3 of your life you go to sleep. That's 2/3 gone. 1/3 of your life you sleep, 1/3 of your life you work, and the other 1/3 that's left, you're just trying to like figure out what to buy, go grocery shopping, spend time. But how much time you have for spiritual awakening, spiritual growth? How much time are you investing into understanding the Four Noble Truths, the dependent origination? Think about it, guys. Life is way too short. You could die today. Tomorrow is never promised, guys. Tomorrow is never promised. So if tomorrow is not promised, what are you doing with your life? Think about it. What are you doing with your life? Is it charging now? Yup, it's charging. It's charging. Okay. Okay, that's a little better. So let me see. Let me try it. That's better. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. Is it charging? Yep, it's charging. Have you guys heard about the Vatupama Sutra? Vatupama Sutra ahala din naman. Vatupama Sutra Nigantayo manghitani. Nigantayo, Brahmanayo, different people from the ancient times of India, when the Buddha was around, they think they could get rid of their bad karma by bathing in the river. Some river in India. That's what they thought. So Buddha seen this and he explains the Vatupama Sutta. So if you guys have time, go to YouTube and search Vatupama Sutta, Dr. Lalita Ranatunga, and then you guys will be able to understand what I'm talking about. But it goes deep. It's about purifying your mind. You can't purify your mind just because you bathe your physical body. I mean, I'm not saying to keep your physical body dirty, but like keep it clean. But at the same time, you have to understand the reality. If you want to make your mind pure, if you want to raise your vibration, your frequency, and start manifesting the life that you want, you need to start purifying your mind. There's a way of purification, and it all starts by learning the Four Noble Truths, the dependent origination, and then analyzing that and start to see the world through the filters of the Four Noble Truths and the dependent origination, and you'll be able to easily let go and let God and then live a much more satisfied, much more happier life. And you'll be able to see life for what it truly is. You will be able to see the code through the matrix, the simulation, whatever you want to call it. But I'll go deep into it though. Once I'm out of here. You know what I mean? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, amazing Friday. I know everybody's excited about Friday because you guys are into that mindset of just working every week, right? That's sad. That's a sad story. I work 24 hours. I work when I want to work. And I don't even feel like I'm working. This is probably working for me right now. You know, promoting myself, promoting my businesses, that's work for me. But you need to learn how to leverage. The word leverage, you need to learn it. Systems, you need to leverage time, you need to leverage people, you need to leverage systems in order to manifest a freedom of time for yourself. And it's not, even though I'm just describing it in a few words, you have to actually invest your time and energy into learning these concepts and learn how to apply it into your life. Learn how to purify your mind and uplift your frequency and vibration so you can start manifesting the life that you want to live. And that's what it's all about, guys. Like, it's not about like just trading your time for money, you know? You could own a business and you could be stuck at your business. And that's not what you want. You want to have a lot of time freedom. And yeah. But I think I'm done here. So I'll go to the event side and then we can talk more about the Four Noble Truths. We can talk more about the dependent origination. We could go deep into the dependent origination and like the different paths that I talked about, you know? But I love it here, man. This location is like everything. They give you towels too. Oh. So all these towels they provide, and then you just drop it and they wash it. They have towel service. It's really nice here, man. I love it. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. What do you know about that? What do you know about Ganapati? Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Gurume Deva Sarvakaryesu Sarvadha. What do you know about that? These ancient mantras, ancient yantras, all have a purpose. There's no mistakes in life. Everything have a purpose. There's a purpose for everything. I'm gonna take a shower real quick. I think that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back, guys. You guys enjoy the read. I'll be back. I'm gonna go take a shower real quick at the restroom here, and I'll be back so I can get rid of the chlorine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. You were my father, and now I'm here. Guys, still, who's still around? Oh man, that felt good. I have to go change my pants and then go to the event site to talk to you guys about the Four Noble Truths, dependent origination, and how to purify your mind and raise your vibration so you could manifest the life that you want to live. It's all about manifesting. Purifying your mind and manifesting the life you want. It's all about America. Fuck yeah. We're American, baby. Sri Lankan American right here. The beast mode. The beast mode. The beast mode. What's up, guys? Feels good after a little hot tub time and some shower, some little swim. I'm gonna come back again later tonight, but for now, this is perfect. This is perfect. Live like a king, baby. Live like a king. Beautiful day. All right. Whew. How you doing? You work so hard. You're working so hard. Mucho trabajo. This is beautiful. I'm new here. It's my second month. I love it here. Yeah. Muy bueno. Muy hermosa. Muy hermosa. See? Yeah. Beautiful. Muchas gracias. Okay. So this is where we're gonna have the Ravana X December 22nd event. This is the venue, guys. We could only 138 people are invited, and this is where we're gonna do it. So let me show you guys around real quick. So beautiful. Nobody's really here to enjoy it because they're at work. Everybody's stuck at work. That's the problem today. We work too much. America should only, people should only work 3 times a week. 3 days a week. We work 3 days a week, 4 days a week. We spend it for life, family, kids, spiritually awakening ourselves. That's the life. That's the life we need to create for America. Only 3-day work week. And that will create more jobs for people. It will make life better. So much better. So much better. You guys won't believe it. I think that's like an 85-inch screen, but I ordered a 98-inch screen. Like 4K, but there was no 8K 98-inch, but it's crazy, it's sick. Wanna put some chairs? Look at that bridge. See the Palos Verdes Mountains over there? This is where we're gonna have the Ravana X event, guys. If you haven't bought the ticket yet, it's $1,500. a ticket for you to mingle with all the investors, and you get one NFT which have equity for the entire organization, which is off the hook. You get equity in the company by just buying a ticket. So I think it's worth it. $1,500. You get to mingle with all the investors, be live here. We're gonna have so much fun here. Los Angeles filmmakers are gonna be going live here. Lakpati Malli, and we already booked him. We're gonna be interviewing people here, so you have to take advantage of it. Ravana X is here to stay. Ravana X, and I just bought Ravana.com too from this amazing human being, Mr. Chumley. Ravana.com is now owned by Nisala. It's like a pretty expensive move, but it's worth it. So worth it. That's my bank right there. And I have a virtual office there too. It's a Regis building for Nisala Tech LLC. I just got that virtual office yesterday, so I don't have to go to Harbor City for my office stuff. I don't know, you guys feel like talking about the Four Noble Truths? What do you think? Are you up for it? Do you want to learn about it? Do you really want to learn about the Four Noble Truths and the dependent origination and the Brahma Pata, Deva Pata? What else? Arya Pata? You want to learn about that? If you want to, you have to say something in the comment section so I can start talking about it. But if you're just watching, just here for the fun and entertainment, that's welcome too. Gotta find a place where I can plug in. Should I go change my pants and then come, or what? Let's see. Let's find a spot. Let's find a spot where I could plug. I'm just going to a conversation with you guys about all of this. Should be a plug. Oh, there's plugs right there. You have a plug there. Is there another place? Another plug. I think that's the only one. Oh, there's another one right here. That's the one. Okay. The plug up right here. Set up the tripod. Hook up the charger real quick. Let's get the charger going. Yeah, I think this is a pretty neat spot. Here we go. Plug it in. Nice. Is it charging? Yes, it is. So, let's dive deep into the conversation then. You guys ready for this? It's a better. Probably this is better. Yeah. This is probably way better view. because the sun is now on me. Oh, gotta lose this weight, man. Are you guys not working today or what? What's up, Nico? You guys are at work, huh? Work. That's okay. That's fine. You have to work to make money. If that's only what you know, you gotta work with that until you figure out a way to get out of that system. Either you create your own system, or you become part of somebody else's system. So usually, you either create your own system, or you can put it like this too. Either you learn how to leverage your time, money, people, and different systems for your advantage, for your freedom of time, or somebody else will leverage you and your time, your energy to build their dreams. So it all depends on like what's your perspective is. So Four Noble Truths. Gotta get into it. Alright, let's get into the Four Noble Truths. I don't know if you guys probably seen my previous videos where I talk about the Four Noble Truths, right? Four Noble Truths is the code of the wise. So, Four Noble Truths, we talked about it already. The first noble truth is there's suffering in this existence, in life. Even if you're in heaven, even if you're in divine realm, even if you're in a ghost, a demon, there's always going to be dissatisfaction. There's going to be things in life that you're not going to be satisfied with. You might be in heaven and you might see your brothers and sisters suffering here on earth or in hell or somewhere else, and you're going to be dissatisfied about that situation. So everything is constantly changing, and that in itself brings dissatisfaction. That in itself brings stress. Happiness cannot be maintained fully 100%. And that's the issue that we face with existence or creation, whatever you want to call it. You're always dealing with some sort of suffering, some sort of dissatisfaction, some sort of discontentness in life, you know? We go through pain, we go through stress, we go through all of that. That's part of life. No matter how positive you are, no matter how much affirmations you do, no matter what you do, you're always going to be dealing with dissatisfaction, discontentness, stress. And that's the noble truth number one. Noble truth number two is the cause for the suffering. And the cause for this suffering is craving. This is what the Supreme Buddha explains. He's the greatest teacher that ever to walk on earth, which he break down the dependent origination and the Four Noble Truths. And he said, with his great mind, he said, craving is what is causing all this suffering. Tanha, you know, you could call it tanha in Sinhala or Pali. But because of tanha, because of craving, you know, this suffering arises. And you know, you go through life with all these things, all these feelings that you crave, all the good feelings that you crave. And because of that, suffering arises. And the third noble truth is when you get rid of this craving, and you could get rid of it, but when you learn how to get rid of the craving, there's no more suffering. And that's the noble truth number 3. And then noble truth number 4 is there's a path. There's a way, there's a system in place to get rid of this craving. It's not easy because you crave, the thing that you crave the most is you. You love yourself more than you love anybody else. You crave all the good feelings that you desire. You crave to see your kids, to be with your kids, to love them. You crave to see your partner, your loved ones, your grandma, your grandpa, your wife, your husband, your sister, your brother, your uncles, aunties. So you crave, or your friends, like you crave for all of these things because they make you feel good. And you crave food, you crave sex. So different people, different craving, right? Raga. Raga is like, you go along with the craving. It's like the flavor of the craving is called the raga. So raga, there's a really cool statement. It says Sankapparago Purisasakamo. Sankapparago Purisasakamo. The flavor of craving is actually a concept in your mind. Think about it. The flavor of the craving is actually a concept in your mind. Craving is just a concept that's in your mind. You crave it because you're not really craving. You might be craving the physical flesh, but it's still a concept in your mind. That's what you crave. The feeling in itself is a concept. That it's a mental formation that you are going after, that you are seeking, because you feel like it's making you feel good. So, the 4th is the path, the middle path, and that is the Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path is start with the right view. Anytime in life, if you want to achieve the financial freedom, if you want to achieve a great business, a great relationship, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you need to have the vision for it, the view. Your intentions need to be clear of what you want in life. So same for getting rid of, if your intention is to get rid of this craving that brings you so much suffering, so much dissatisfaction, so much discontentness, then you need to have that vision, the right view. What is right view? Right view is understanding the Four Noble Truths. So you have to see life through the Four Noble Truths. You need to understand dependent origination, or the paticca samuppada. You need to understand these things and start to have a view in life. You have to put on your Four Noble Truth glasses and start viewing life through these Four Noble Truths. That's the right view. Right view or right thought, samma sankappa, samma vacha, right word, samma kammanta, right bodily actions. It all starts with the right view, and it goes into this. It goes deep. Samma ajiva, your right livelihood. Samma sankappa, samma vacha, samma kammanta, samma ajiva. Samma vayama, the right effort. Samma sati. I missed something. Samma sankappa. Samma ditti. Sorry about that. Samma ditti is the right view, right thought, right words, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right concentration. Samma samadhi. So right mindfulness, then samma samadhi, and then samma jnana, samma vimukti. So it just keeps going like that. And then when you go to vimukti or liberation, that's a different level of a conversation. But if I summarize it, that's pretty much the Noble Eightfold Path. But just knowing that is not enough. Just knowing the path. So if you're trying to go to America or to Los Angeles, or you're trying to come see me here in Long Beach, and I give you directions, just knowing the directions not going to get you there. But having an understanding, a clear understanding of the directions, the path that you need to take towards Long Beach, it's going to help you. So that's the first step. So knowing that, you know what, I want to get rid of this craving. I want less suffering in my life. I want to be detached. I want to get rid of the ego. I want to be one with God. However you put it, you want to be able to have that clear vision of it, and you want to start understanding your path, that you want the blueprint towards it, and you want to start actually thinking about it. You have to breathe it, live it. Every step of the way you have to do it. So just knowing the Noble Eightfold Path, like Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi, Samma Jnana, Samma Vimukti. So like just knowing the Noble Eightfold Path just by word and just understanding, just do your research on it, Start to understand these words and the concepts. What's the Four Noble Truths? What's suffering? Like start contemplating on it. Start analyzing it. And then once you start understanding this a little bit, now you could step into learning the most important thing in my perspective is the dependent origination or the Paticca Samuppada. What is Paticca Samuppada? Paticca Samuppada, this is the code behind the mind. This is how the mind come to arise and pass away. With this system or method of Paticca Samuppada, this is how it arises and passes away, your mind. This is the code behind the mind. It's called Paticca Samuppada, or in English, it's called dependent origination. So there's 12 sections to dependent origination. It starts with ignorance, and then it goes to suffering, which is what we just covered with the First Noble Truth. So that's why before you get into understanding the dependent origination, it's important for you to kind of have an idea of what Four Noble Truth is. So it starts with ignorance, avidya pacchaya sanskara. Avidya pacchaya sanskara, because due to ignorance, volitional formations arise. Volitional formations is another word for karma. So because of ignorance of what? Ignorance of not knowing the Four Noble Truths. Ignorance of not knowing the dependent origination. Because you're ignorant to the Four Noble Truths, for the dependent originations, you create karma. You create volitional formations. And how do you create volitional formations or karma? You create it with your thoughts, words, and actions. And you could group them into good karma, bad karma, or like spiritual karma. So there's all, ananjabi sanskara, punyabi sanskara, apunyabi sanskara. Like they group it in different ways. But now you have to go deeper. So that's the first link. Due to ignorance, karma arises. And due to karma, consciousness arises. Now that's deep. Due to karma, consciousness. So the reason why your consciousness or your mind is functioning is because of karma. Because of previous seed, your consciousness come to be. Vijnana bija phala karanne karme. Karmen tama wathuru dane vijnana bijata nagi hitinna. Vijnana bijayen tava bija pathurana. Etakota so because of karma, your consciousness comes to be. And because of consciousness, so this is another link. Because of consciousness, the name and the form come to be. Name and form. What is name? What is form? Name is pretty much all the mental formations. Take it like that. Because of consciousness, the mental formations and the physical formations come to be. Name is the mental formations, form is the physical formations. Or you could call it the four great elements. As you guys know, the four great elements are Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Patavi. And the examples of those elements are earth, water, fire, air and stuff like those are examples. They're not the elements. Those were examples used to describe the element. So we can get an idea of what the element of cohesion is, what the element of solidity, element of expansion and contraction, which is the air, like as such, element of cohesion, the heat, all that stuff. So the elements arises and the mental formations arises. These two things interact with each other. It's like the consciousness and the nama rupa. Nama rupa is the mental formation. Nama is the mental formations. Rupa is the physical formations. Nama rupa arises due to your consciousness, due to your mind. And because due to the mental formations and the physical formations, or you could call it name and form or nama rupa paccaya salayatana. Salayatana is the factory of salayatana, your faculties, your sixth sense faculties arises because of physical formations and the mental formations. Think about it, isn't it true? If there was no physical formation, if there's no body, you wouldn't be able to perceive this world. You perceive this world because you have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and a mind. That's how you are able to grasp the world that currently exists. This simulation, this matrix, whatever you want to call it. You are grasping it. You are in contact with it because you have these faculty of the eye, faculty of the nose, faculty of the tongue, faculty of the body, faculty of the mind. That's how you are grasping this entire experience, this human experience, the demon experience, the divine experience, the spiritual experience, whatever experience you are experiencing, because you have these eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and the mind, enabling these faculty. Faculty, so you have to understand it's a factory. It's an eye factory, ear factory, nose factory, tongue factory, body factory, and your mind factory. So what do I mean when I say factory? Just because you have the flesh eye, your eye is not going to be working. In order for a factory to function, there have to be different departments working together for a successful factory. So for the eye factory to function, there's 3 departments. So first department is the flesh. So the eye, the hardware. So we have the hardware department. And then we have the outer world, the colors and the light. If there was no sunlight, you wouldn't be able to perceive anything that we see here today. The beautiful ocean, the beaches, the boats, the ships, you would not be able to see anything if there was no sunlight. But because of sunlight, you're able to reflect color into your eye and you're able to perceive these rupa, or the physical formations, the colors, the pictures. And now, that's the second department. So the first department is the hardware. The second department is the outside colors and pictures and all that stuff. So what's the third department? Third department is the consciousness for the eye. The energy behind, the force that energizes your factory is the consciousness to the eye. In order for the eye factory to work, you have to have consciousness to the eye. You could have a beautiful eye, beautiful pictures outside, the colors, light, but if there's no consciousness within this eye, there's no energy, there's no electrical stuff going around, your eye factory is not gonna work. Similarly, for your ear, you have to have the ear, you have to have the audios department, the wave department, the hardware department, and you need to have the consciousness department. So these 3 departments working together, interacting together, makes the factory of the eye work, factory of the ear work, factory of the tongue work, factory of the body work, factory of the mind work. So the mind is a little tricky because you have the mind, then you have the thoughts, or the Dhamma, or the whatever things that you're gonna think about, the thoughts, the concepts for the mind to think about, And then the consciousness in itself, and it works together like that. So we went out, so because of name and form, because of the physical world and the mental world coming together, gives the rising to these faculties, these factories, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and the mind factories. And because now, due to these factories, you give power for contact. Contact arises due to the faculties or the factories. Because you have an eye, because you have an ear, because you have a nose, because you have a tongue, because you have a body, because you have a mind, you're able to be in contact with this entire creation, simulation, the world, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Now you are in touch with this whole thing. You're in contact with it. Because you're in contact with this entire creation, now you give rising to feelings. Guess what? Now you could see your son, now you could see your daughter, you could touch them, feel them, talk to them, think about them. Your mom, your dad, good food, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Because of this contact with these things, now you give you give feelings. You prioritize feelings. Feelings come to be. And because there's good feelings, bad feelings, and neither good or bad feelings. All of them are feelings, and you give rise to these feelings due to the contact. Now you have all sorts of feelings, and guess what you're gonna do after that? You're gonna crave these feelings. You crave them. You're gonna be like, man, I want to eat that burger again. I want to go try that In-N-Out. I want to go try that Chick-fil-A. I want to go eat that Domino's, that burrito, that taco. You're gonna have you're gonna be craving those feelings. I want to go see my wife again. I want to go see my son again. I want to talk to my mom again, my dad again. I want to meditate more. I want to read that book more. I want to watch that movie again. You name whatever you desire, whatever you want. I want to just be by myself. I want to die. Like whatever it is that you desire, you crave. It's a feeling that you're craving. You feel some sort of way, and you crave those feelings. And the next one is, due to craving, you are willing to die and come back. Nandi raga sagata upadana. Tanna pacha upadana. Tanna pacha upadana. Because of craving, you are willing to die and come back. Upadana means pretty much you crave to exist. You crave to come back. Because you were willing to die and come back to experience all these things that gives you good feelings. And now you go from craving and you're willing to die and come back, and guess what? That upadana gives you upadana. When you upadana, that means you're willing to die and come back. It gives the arising to becoming. Bhava, upadana pacchya bhavo. Upadana pacchya bhavo means because you want to come back to experience all these things, now you desire to exist and become. Become what? Become animals, become cats, become squirrels, become dogs, become ghosts, become demons, become Gandhabba, become a divine being, or angel, or archangel, become a spiritual being, become a human being, whatever that you want to become, you become in order to experience and feel good with those feelings and crave them all over and over again. That's where the cat, this entire world that we experience and live, You want it, that's what you get. But guess what? Just because you want to become something, become some kind of existence, become some kind of being, just so you could have those feelings again, it does not mean that you're gonna get just that. As you guys know, you're already here as a human being. You don't remember where you came from. I remember that I was an archangel before coming to earth, but you don't remember because you haven't increased, purified your mind, and uplift your mind and raise your vibration and frequency yet. But when you do, you will remember. Damn, I came here to do this and that. I wanted to do this. All these desires, all these feelings that you're dearly attached to and crave. You go for it. You want it. You don't want God. You don't want God. Deep inside, you don't want to be one with God. Because becoming one with God, or attaining Nibbana, or whatever way you want to put it, it's the complete destruction of ego, edging God out. If you completely destruct your ego, there's no you no more. If there's Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end is God, where did you come into the picture? There's no you. You are just part of this whole simulation or whatever, and you have created a false self, Sakkaya Ditthi. Sakkaya Ditthi means you have this Ditthi, a thought, a view that there's you doing it, I exist, it's me, myself, and I. And that's not the truth, that's a false perspective. It's all due to causes, dependent origination is what's happening. But the little rock is going down, and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna become the rock. I am the rock. I'm turning left, right. This is deep. This is very delicate and deep. So don't misunderstand me, please. Try to be open-minded and do your research onto it. This call coming in. But now that you want to become, guess what happened? Bhavapacchaya jati. You become born as humans. You become born as cats, dogs, animals, ghosts, asura, hell realm, angel realms. You name it. There's 31 planes of existence, and anywhere it's all suffering still exists. Different levels to it though. You know, obviously in heavens and in spiritual realms there's less suffering compared to earth or in hell. But there's suffering. That's period. That suffering still exists. And now, Bhavapacchaya jati, then what happened? The last link. Jati pacchaya jara marana dukkha domanasa upayasa priye vipayoga apriye sampayoga yang icchan nalabati tampi dukkhang sankitena panchupadana skandha dukkha. So because now you are born, now you have to experience all this suffering, you know, birth, aging, sickness, death, lamentation, sorrow, losing people you love, engaging with people that you don't love, you know, and dissatisfaction, not having things go the way you don't want it to go, and then like you name it. And then if you just summarize it and say it in a few words, or sankitena, like if you bring it all in and just say it short, 5 aggregates of clinging is suffering. 5 aggregates of clinging, that's another key word. What is 5 aggregates of clinging? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sanskara, Vijnana. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sanskara, Vijnana. Panchupadana skandha. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sanskara, Vijnana. Because of Rupa, because of form, because of Vedana, because of feelings, because of Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, because of perception, Sanskara, because of karma or volitional formations, because of your mind. With these 5 things, you attach yourself, you crave these things, you attach yourself to this entire experience. And that's why you keep coming back. That's why you keep running these dependent origination cycles. So if you break the cycle, if you break the chain, you're free. You can get rid of craving and you're free from suffering. You're free from pain. You're free from dissatisfaction. There's 2 arrows that hits you. The first arrow is you already gotten hit. Second arrow gets hits in the mind. So, if somebody shoot an arrow at you and it's filled with poison and it's in, you're not going to try to figure out the origins of the arrow or who created all the suffering, blah, 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 blah. No. Get rid of the arrow and start putting medicine so you could live. That's pretty much where we're getting to. Suffering already exists. Just get rid of it. Stop looking for who created it, where did it start, who is the first being, is the chicken or the egg. Like, stop. Just get rid of suffering. You're trying to figure all that out, the universe, all that, the karma, trying to figure everything out. You're going to be dead before you figure it out. So use this valuable human life that you've gotten to understand Four Noble Truths, to understand the dependent origination, to understand the 5 aggregates of clinging, and get rid of clinging. Stop clinging. Stop clinging. You're so clingy. Stop clinging to life. You're holding on to life so dearly, you don't want to die. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. Think about it. Everybody want to go to heaven, nobody want to die. That's a true statement. Like, almost everybody want to go to heaven, spiritual realm. I want to attain Nibbana, blah, blah, blah. Nobody want to die. Because they're so dearly attached to this existence. You got to get rid of it. And when you start balancing your spiritual life and the layperson life, you'll be able to see life in a whole different perspective. You'll be able to purify your mind with this information and start manifesting and living the best life that you want to live. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope this information that I'm sharing with you bring value to your life, bring clarity to your life. I hope and I pray and I wish that you all be free from suffering, that you all be free from discontentness, dissatisfaction, and attain the Nibbana this life and end the cycle. That's my intention and hope within this conversation. And live the best life you want, that you can live while you're here, and be a positive influence. Live life filled with purpose and meaning, and make it better for somebody else. And just because you have compassion, don't let people walk all over you and take you as a fool. You're an angel. You have one wing, that's your compassion. You have the other wing, that's your wisdom. So you have to always balance the compassion and the wisdom. And once you learn how to do that, and once you calibrate that machine, you can manifest whatever you want, anything you want. So that's pretty much the conversation is done. So I'll just show you guys around a little bit more, and I'll start going to my apartment unit, change into my regular day clothes, and get started with my work. Start promoting Ravana X. If you haven't joined, ask me for the link, or ask somebody else who's in the company for the link. If you want custom jewelry, go to neosi.com or send me. We take 4 to 6 months to make these custom jewelry. And and we are importing spices. We're doing a lot of things, but whatever you guys want, I got you. If I could do it, I got it. But that's it. I'm gonna go put this towel back into the thing, and then head out. I gotta get my car fixed. I gotta start making some money so I could have all these beautiful things in life. Like that poly life, you know what I mean? What you know about the poly life? Look how beautiful it is. It's nice, huh? Things get so crazy. Living life is hard to do. Glad I hit the road. Where I can go if I knew. Well, someday it will lead me back to you. You are all I need. You know about that song? Say that you stay a little. Don't say bye-bye tonight. Say you be mine. Just a little bit of love. It's just a moment of your time. Knocking on your door. Just a little. So cold outside tonight. Let's get the fire. You're burning, do you see? Pleasure is on the other side. Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Say you were for my love. Oh my day. Say you were for a moment. Be with me. All right. All right, guys. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's time to get started with your day. I hope you guys have a blessed day. We had a good conversation this morning about the Four Noble Truths, the dependent origination. If you're just tuning in, make sure to go back and watch all my craziness in life. You gotta live life like this is the last day you're gonna live, so that way you can live the best life ever. So let's go down. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Gotta know tonight is the night to let it go. Put on a show. I'ma tell you how you lose control. You were my partner. I just talked to George Madhu yesterday, and I was telling him, like, man, I'm gonna produce that song. You know, you guys know I'm on Spotify. I created some music. You guys could search The Precepts by Mr. Nobody, and you could listen to my music that way. And then on YouTube, you could search Darkness to Light by Mr. Nobody, and you can listen into my book. But George's song, You're My Potter, I love it. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hi. You're so cute.
Thanks.
Bye.
Ready?
Nah.
You ready to go swimming?
All right. Back to my apartment. Oh my God. Got so much cleaning to do. So much cleaning. So much stuff. So many things to do, man. You are my potter, and I am your clay. You are my designer, and I am your fabric. You are my smith, oh yeah, and I am your gold. Make me how you desire. You are my potter, and I am your clay. You are my designer, and I am your fabric. You are my smith, oh yeah, and I am your gold. Make me how you desire. All right, guys, I'm out. I gotta get started with my work. Got shit to do, man. I don't have time to be talking to you guys. I'm just joking. All right, have a blessed day. Be well and happy. I love every single one of you guys. If I offended you ever with my videos or anything that I do, I apologize. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So we just got to continue to grow together, make life better, and just have the best life ever, you know? So be well and happy, guys. Take care. Terwan Saranay. God bless you. Allah bless you. Mary bless you. Ganesha bless you. Vishnu bless you. Whatever you believe in, the universe bless you. Stay happy. Be well and happy. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Terwan Saranay.